Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever wanted to make your English sound more powerful, more precise? Well, today we're going to talk about a secret weapon that does exactly that, the adverb. Seriously, think of it like a supercharger you can bolt onto your sentences to give them extra power and detail. And if you're studying for an exam like the TOEFL or IELTS, getting this right is an absolute game changer. So, let's dive in.
Okay, let's see this supercharger in action right away. Take a look at the left. He ran. Fine, it's a sentence, it works, but it's a little boring, right? Now look at the right. He ran quickly. Boom! With just one little word, the entire picture in your head changes. You can feel the speed, the energy. That is the power of an adverb.
So here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll nail down what adverbs actually are. Then we'll check out the main types. After that, a super important one, where to put them. Then we'll have a little showdown between adjectives and adverbs. And finally, you'll get to take what you've learned for a spin. Sound good? Let's do it.
All right, first things first. Let's pop the hood and look at the engine of your sentence. What in the world is an adverb?
You know, at its heart, an adverb has a really simple job. It just adds more information. It's a description word. But here's the cool part. It doesn't just describe actions, verbs. It can also add detail to adjectives or even to other adverbs. Its entire mission is to make your sentences more detailed and precise.
So a really easy way to spot an adverb is to ask a few questions. Adverbs are the words that answer how, as in she speaks clearly. They answer when, like I will study tomorrow. They can answer how often, for example, she often reads. And they also answer to what degree, like in he is very smart. If a word is answering one of those questions for you, chances are you're looking at an adverb.
Okay, so we know what they do. Now let's open up that supercharger toolkit and look at the different kinds of adverbs you'll be using all the time.
First up are the adverbs of manner. These are your how superchargers. They tell you how something is done.
So words like quickly, slowly, carefully, you get the idea. Take a look at the sentence. She studies hard. Ask the question, how does she study? Hard. You see, that one word tells you so much more about the action. Next in the toolkit, we've got the when supercharger. These are your adverbs of time. And yeah, they do exactly what you think they do. They tell you when something happens.
These are words like now, yesterday, tomorrow, recently. In the sentence, she arrived yesterday, that adverb yesterday just pins down the time of the action for us. Super simple, super useful.
All right, our third tool is a big one, the how often supercharger. We're talking about adverbs of frequency. And they describe, well, you guessed it, how often you do something.
Now, these are words you use constantly, always, often, sometimes never. But wait, pay close attention here because there's a special rule that trips people up. With most verbs, the adverb comes before it, right? Like she often reads. But with be verbs, like is, am, are, the adverb comes after it. So you say, she is always busy, not she always is busy. That's a huge one to remember for your tests.
And our last major tool in the kit is the how much supercharger. These are adverbs of degree, and they're all about intensity. They basically turn the volume up or down on other words. So think of words like very, too, or quite. Now here's what's cool about them. Look at the example. The test is too difficult. The adverb too isn't modifying a verb. It's modifying the adjective difficult. It's telling us how difficult the test is. It's a lot. Okay, so we've got our supercharger parts. We know what they are. Now for the most important step, the installation. Where exactly do these adverbs go in a sentence? Getting this right is crucial.
This is so important, especially for your writing. Let's just focus on 3 key rules. Rule number 1, adverbs that describe how you do something often go after the verb. She speaks fluently. Rule number 2, adverbs that describe how much usually go before the adjective. It is very important. And rule number 3, like we just talked about, frequency adverbs often get sandwiched right in the middle. She never comes late. If you can remember these 3, you'll avoid so many common mistakes.
All right, it's time for the main event, the adjective versus adverb showdown. This is, without a doubt, one of the biggest mistakes learners make. But don't worry, once you see it, you can't unsee it, and it's actually pretty easy to fix.
Let's break it down. Look at the chart. An adjective's whole job is to describe a noun, a person, a place, a thing. So we say she is a quick learner. The word quick is describing the noun learner. Makes sense, right? But an adverb's job is to describe a verb, an action. So we say she learns quickly. The word quickly is describing the action learns. Here's the simple way to remember it. Adjectives for nouns, adverbs for verbs. That's it.
So how do you even make an adverb? Well, most of the time, it's super easy. You just take an adjective and tack an ly onto the end. Quick becomes quickly. Careful becomes carefully. But, and this is a huge but, you have to know the exceptions. Good is an adjective. The adverb is well. You don't speak English good, you speak it well. And then there's fast. Fast is both an adjective and an adverb. Please, please, please remember, fastly is not a word. It's a really common error.
Okay, theory is done. You've seen the parts, you've read the instruction manual. Now it's time to put the key in the ignition and take this knowledge for a test drive. Let's see what you've got.
Here is a classic question you might find on any English test. He speaks English. Should it be good or well? Take a second. Think about it. What word are we trying to describe here?
And the answer is, well, of course it is. Why? Because we need a word to describe the verb, the action, which is speaks. How does he speak? He speaks well. Good is the adjective. Here, we absolutely need the adverb. If you got that one right, fantastic job. So there you have it. Adverbs are your secret weapon for leveling up your English. They make you sound more descriptive, more precise, and just plain more powerful. They really are the difference between a basic sentence and an advanced one. So the only question left is, how are you going to supercharge your sentences today?